Whoa. Hey, everybody. We're going to be playing Black Flies. I'm Jordan. I'm kind of going to be the facilitator today. We're going to let's just go around real quick. Everybody give intros. Do you want to start with Jean?
Hello, friends. My name is Jen. My pronouns are they, she. I will be playing your friendly local Bryn the Twin, the scientist.
Hey y'all, I am Monroe. I use he, they pronouns, and I'll be playing our caretaker, Jude, who uses he, him pronouns.
I'm Nikki, she, her pronouns, and I will be playing Maggie, your friendly, sweet neighborhood merchant.
And I am Klin. I also use she, her pronouns, and I will be playing Asher, also twin.
We
Nice.
decided we'd be playing twins about 5 minutes before stream.
Yeah, this is gonna be an exciting stream because I'm the creator of the rules and kind of the only one that's knows what's happening. So we're gonna be fine. It's gonna be great. I made Black Flies. It's currently live on BackerKit. You can go check it out. It's a really great, like, you could just quickly start playing and stuff. So I'll give a quick intro. We are all cultists haunting the town. We are the evil people, doing evil things. And tis the season. We're gonna be doing the Harvest Festival. So, folks from all over are flooding the island in search of seeing the changing leaves. Local farmers and artisans nearby are bringing their crops to a large community marketplace. Fine arts and fall festivities cover the town center. With all the people comes heightened security. The new park rangers have arrived fresh from ranger school and watch the edges of the tree lines. Walking through the stands, you pick up a candied apple, only to find a dozen flies stuck to the sticky red coating. Gross. Though we might kind of like it because we're all cultists of the fly Ziztriz. We all love Ziztriz. They provide our fortunes that we are trying to seek tonight. So we all have hidden fortunes that we have rolled for. We are also trying to get the most followers in this game. And then we have some cool special abilities. In this version of Black Flies, I'm going a little crazy. So there are these things called the Maligned, where followers slowly turn into these mutant flies. If you ever seen The Fly, it looks like that, where they're just like gross and humanoid. And they're not nice. Like we're not nice, but like they're extra not nice. I don't know. They don't care. They're just kind of zombie flies. And we are also trying to find the goose that lays the golden egg. For some reason, we found a golden egg has been mailed to the cult, and we are all trying to find the goose that laid it. This is because, all right, so let's see. We have a couple different locations. We'll all start at a location. We have the pumpkin patch, the corn maze, the house on the hill, the farm stand, and the park ranger's field house. Does anybody have a strong opinion towards one? Yes.
Corn maze.
Corn maze.
I have always wanted to do a corn maze. I've never done one, and I really want to one day.
Whoa. Okay. Yeah. We'll start at the corn maze.
I think Maggie's
Uh,
at the
Done like
pumpkin patch.
I've done
Or
like
are
a
we all
hedge
starting
maze
together at the corn
before.
maze?
we could all start together just to make it.
Okay, fabulous.
Yeah. What were we gonna say?
I've done like a hedge maze, but never a corn maze. We could always do a pumpkin patch maze, but the fact that we're all, I think, tall enough to see over the pumpkins kind of defeats the purpose.
Speak for yourself.
Are you shorter than a pumpkin?
How big are these pumpkins?
Could be
You've never
big
been to a harvest festival? He's a big pumpkin.
No.
Never harvested
There's something
anything.
sassy I could say, but I'm not going to say it.
Put it in chaos.
All right, so we'll do little intro. Tell us about yourself, like your character, and tell us about like your followers. We all start with a couple followers, and and then like one aspect of the corn maze, what's going on, that kind of thing. Yeah, let's start backwards with Asher.
Asher. I'm gonna kind of bounce off of Jin just to make sure we're making our characters look similar as twins. I'm just gonna base it off kind of how you look as a person.
Honestly,
I imagine.
whatever you look like, I'm happy to look like as well. Go for it. Go nuts.
Okay, great. Okay. I imagine that Asher being an oracle, being someone who doesn't has a ton of like physical strength. I love the idea of like the silky black straight hair energy, like down like butt length, wears a lot of like the flowy clothes. As we're walking through this corn maze, they're having a tough time just because the clothes keep getting caught on like the stalks of things as they're trying to like navigate the space with you guys.
Nice.
Maggie is a stout older woman. She is holding the hands of her two grandchildren, Hunter and Lark. And they are toting behind them a mangy looking cat with a tag that says pickle.
Pickle.
Yeah. Probably was a white cat at some point, but has seen some shit. And is a little worse for wear at the moment. So Lark, in her other hand, is trying to cradle this cat. Hunter is expressing his boredom, and Maggie is explaining very calmly and very democratically that they are here for a purpose, and who knows if there's a goose in here, and Pickle might find it.
Ooh, nice.
All right, Jude is a bigger guy on the burlier side, very somber and stoic in appearance. And I think is just shy of being above the corn, like a little bit, like real tall guy.
Wow.
And Bryn looks just like Asher, except their hair is cropped short and they are wearing more close-fitting, dark weather appropriate clothing and a raincoat because they are convinced it's going to rain, and also don't worry about it.
Nice. Yeah. Phil is Phil's also a bishop, but kind of got into crypto. So they're
Or like
they
a
got
The
bishop.
into
scariest
crypto.
thing
So,
that could happen.
yeah, the scariest one of us all. Yeah, so I mean, crypto bro. Yeah, you kind of you can already picture the thin, puffy vest, the striped button-down shirt, pretty arrogant looking. And then Yeah, just like on his phone, just typing away, not really caring. Kind of like walks around, kicks a pumpkin. Not very nice about it. Just like, when he kicks the pumpkin, he like it all splatters around his like really nice leather shoes and he like tries to kick off the gunk. Yeah, so how Black Flies works is there's going to be an active player, which I'll start as player 1. And then whenever there is I do an action that feels uncertain, I'll do a action roll, and you'll start with 6 dice in our hand. We have d6s here. It's hard to display them, but yeah, we'll have 6 dice. The player to our left, so we'll just say the next player will decide what stat we got to use. We subtract that stat from the 6 dice. If anybody wants to help, we can have one person help us, and we subtract their stat as well, as long as it's 3 or lower. If someone helps, then both of you share a follower, which is cool. We're trying to get the most followers, so that would be fun. And then you roll the dice, and the dice determine who is narrating the scene. So they don't determine like good or bad. That's all of us. We determine if things are good or bad in the scene. So I'll start. Let's see. Oh, and we're also doing the maligned. We have a malign tracker that goes up on 6s and certain actions. And then we also have an outbreak. So in I'll start with mine so we can be kind of nice and thematic. I'll say one of my followers is a dog that it's not specifically mine, but it kind of like follows around, and it seems like it got rabies, but actually it's part of the maligned, and you see fly wings um, growing off the back of it, and it's kind of limpering around the we're in the corn maze. I still think we're in a pumpkin patch, but yeah, we're in the corn maze pumpkin patch where there's corn and pumpkins, and um, it's limping around and getting kind of close to all of us. I'm not gonna spend a stat point to stop it, so the next active player, it will double. So we'll figure that out when it comes to it. But Phil is um let's see. Phil. What does Phil want to do? Phil wants to um go I'm imagining there's like a barn right near the farm stand, and I want to go basically hack their computer and stuff so I can get their crypto followers, and go in, uh, go up to the door, and I guess knock, because I'll be courteous, because I am still the local bishop. But I'll knock on the door and see if anyone's home at the farmhouse. So let's see. So player 2, what stat will that be?
I think for the knocking or for the hacking?
It's kind of just like I'm trying to get in first.
Okay. Let's go with sway.
Okay, yeah. Quickly add some points. One. Okay, so I got 2 sway, so I got 4 dice left. I probably don't need anybody's help for this one, so I'm gonna roll 4 dice. And so I got a action. Player 2 has an action, narrative action, player 4, and player 5. So just a quick recap on narrative actions. You can narrate anything in the scene. If you want to give someone a follower, you can give the active player a follower, just the active player, by adding a stat point onto one of your points. Or you can remove one of their followers by removing one of the points on your stat, on any one of your stats. You can also pursue your own fortune. And then we also have little story prompts. So one of the story prompts is, who desperately needs the cult? Ooh. All right, so we'll start with Jean.
Okay, so essentially, I am telling you kind of what comes of your knocking.
Yeah.
Okay. I think for a good several seconds, there is nothing. And just as you are about to either turn and walk away or knock again, whichever, dealer's choice, um, it opens just a crack and you just hear, huh? And then I'll pass the torch.
Great. So now is Nicolade.
Does Phil get to react to this happening before I narrate, or
If you want me to.
I think that there is, as the door cracks open, Phil can smell the kind of acidy, sweet smell of blood
Mm,
somewhere inside. Not necessarily on this person, but for the smell to waft out through the door, it'd have to be a large quantity.
okay. Oh boy. Yeah, I guess I'll react real quick. And Phil will just be like, "Ah, gross." And I'll just cover my face with like my puffy vest and kind of just like push the door in a little bit more, and then I'll use my other hand to turn on my phone flashlight and walk in. And then so Asher, you can narrate.
The voice that you heard earlier, the ha, as you walk in, you see kind of like a, not necessarily like a large woman, but a woman who's been kind of hunched over for a lot of her life. So there's like it very hunched back is probably the best way to describe it. And you realize the smell's coming from this large butcher block that's in the center of this. There's just a pile of meat in the corner that's she seems to be cutting up, and then putting into a different pile. And that's where a lot of that smell of blood and everything is coming from. So you come in. Can I help you?
Oh gosh. um yeah, sure, I'll react to that. Yeah, I'll use my action roll. So yeah, I was trying to look for your Wow. That's what's going on here?
Making meat for the festival. Wanders over,
Oh, okay.
seems to pick up like a chicken, like half of a chicken. Just sets it down.
You, you know what? I'll just ask this bluntly. Have you ever thought about joining a cult?
No.
You know, so
But
I
it
pull
sucks.
out
Yeah.
I pull out I have like this brochure in my back pocket, this trifold, and it just like it says like black flies join our cult today. Um and I hand it over. The woman grabs it with their bloody hands, nice and moist. Uh and yeah, so the cult, I mean, it's pretty great. You get like we have like our weekly meeting every Saturday. We get some good food, like the meat that you're cutting. Um and then if we do enough, get enough followers, you could just be immortal. And so you can keep cutting that meat if you want forever. That's cool.
What if I
Yeah,
don't want to
there's
cut meat forever?
I mean you don't have to. You don't have to cut. You don't have to do anything. You just be immortal. But you do need to get some followers.
Mhm.
Um yeah, so and then yeah, we just yeah, it's got some great stock options too. I don't know
What are
that might
stocks?
Oh gosh. Well, let me tell you about stocks. There's
Ooh,
these
let me
magic
hear.
numbers that go up and down and they make me real stressed.
Magic?
Yeah, yeah. You like magic?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, so yeah, you should join this cult. There's like a lot of magic going on here. And I am going to use my confession ability. So that allows me to sway an NPC through my haunting vocals. I'm gonna use vocals as in me talking about stonks. Uh,
That's crazy.
yeah. So I just go into a whole musical number about uh, about
What
the
in the
ups
Book
and
of Mormon?
downs. Yeah. About like the what is it, the Nas Fab or whatever? I don't know. I don't actually do stocks. Nas Cap,
Oh, the Nasdaq.
something like that. Nasdaq.
No,
Yeah.
Got you.
not
I got you.
NASFAP. NASFAP.
And then
The
I
what?
just do like a word for each of
What
the
in the OnlyFans stonks?
Let's
yeah,
continue.
and there's like a whole musical number. Um and for some reason I like pull out like like a whole screen, like a projector screen and start pointing to the different stonk options. And yeah, and so I sway this NPC to be my follower. And
Incredible.
then we had 2 days back. What's this NPC's name?
Beatrice.
Beatrice.
Yeah. Beatrice the Butcher.
I'm just gonna be like the real dirtbag and be like, can I call you B? I'll call you B.
I love it.
Yeah.
I thought we were flies.
Yeah, I mean, you get a scent of flies. Oh yeah, B. I get it. Yeah,
Bees
I,
metamorphosize into flies when they reach S tier, which is after you have achieved the M tier and you have 75 followers.
Right.
I'm building the pyramid scheme from
But
the ground up
Yeah,
here
yeah,
again.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
but you
No,
need to
that's
spend at least
completely right.
$500
Yeah. So you
on
read the
stocks.
You have
brochure.
to get
I'm
3
glad.
other
I'm
people to
glad
spend
that's the word around.
$500.
Incredible. Incredible.
Sweet. All right. So that is my active player segment. Now the dog is coming around. Let's see who will the dog infect for Maggie, your dog. The dog is affecting one of your followers.
Uh-oh.
Do you think it goes after Pickles?
Well, I don't know. Do you want to hurt a kid?
Guilt trip.
Pickles
The
isn't a
adorable
kid.
kitten or the 2 beautiful children? Which one do you want?
This is up to
Yeah,
you.
Jordan.
I'm sorry. Okay, fine. I mean, yeah.
I could pick. Probably her least favorite child is probably Lark. So we'll infect Lark.
All right. Well, you can spend a stat point to like
Is that
like
during my turn or is that
you
just
could just do
whenever?
that now. Just tell us how the scene goes.
So I think how the scene goes is the dog's name is what?
Oh, we never gave a name to the dog. We'll just
We. I like how you
call
said we.
uh yes, us, the
His name
cult.
is Radish.
Radish, see?
Oh,
You
pickle and
did name
radish. Hell yeah. Festival.
It's for leading into
So
vegetables.
So I think that Radish is getting a little too close to uh Pickle and being a little too curious as dogs are wont to do around cats. Um and Lark kicks the dog and the dog nips at Lark
Whoa.
and infects Lark.
Yeah.
Um but I would like to spend my strength immediately if I may.
Okay.
I think that Maggie leans down and goes, "Oh, no, shoo, no, leave the cat alone." And uses her old lady strength to push the dog away gently before it has a chance to make contact.
Great. Yeah, I think as you notice, like you see into
Phil,
the
get your
dog,
mutt.
you see into the dog's eyes that it's like kind of has like it's all blackened out, and starting to what's it called? What like they're starting to look like fly eyes, where it has all the different little speckles.
I have,
Uh,
I have a question.
sure.
I would like to use my foresight, but does it have to be that player's turn?
No, you can use it right now.
Um, and it's when I give someone a narrative action, what does that mean? Do I just
They
like
could,
set up something happening?
yeah. So they're just it's like what we just did, where it's like they're
Okay,
in the scene. Yeah.
cool. While you're shooing away this dog from your followers, uh, another child wanders out of the corn and like looks a little bit lost, and then walks over to you, Maggie, and is like, can you be my grandma?
Do you want a sweetie? And she digs into her pocket and pulls out this lint ridden that like older than Werther's like a butterscotch. And
Oh God.
what is your name, little one?
Um, Husk. Husk.
Like corn.
Yeah.
Good. Yes, Husk, that will go well with Lark and Hunter. Lark and Hunter, you have a new sibling. We've adopted.
Amazing. And
So do
then
I add that as a follower? Is that what's happening right now?
Yeah, we'll say sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I have
You're
us.
just
says-
gathering all the children.
Yeah. It says, you seen beyond it looks back at the start of the game, roll one extra die, not from the dice pool, and set it aside. Give the matching player number a narrative action anytime, but add remove a follower from them.
Okay, yeah. So you get so you got a follower.
I wanted a
you.
child of the corn.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, now we have somebody that you can infect without guilt. There you go.
The gift that keeps on giving.
Children.
Yeah. We better not like fill this whole game with children and then they can
I'm going to
never
fill this
be-
whole game with
What else do you expect to find in a corn maze, though, is the question.
Yeah, I mean, that's what comes out of corn is the children.
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 That's where I
Where
keep
else?
my
Where there's
children.
corn, there's children.
That's where we were all born, right?
No,
Just
no.
existed
That's where
out
we're
of
all
corn.
corn.
All right, I've been Clinton. I'm just kidding.
All right. Bryn, what's happening with Bryn?
Oh God, so much. So Bryn is currently metaphorically balls deep in dirt. They are absolutely bent on getting through this maze in the most efficient way possible. And they are literally like almost face down in the dirt talking to the ants. Um
I love this. This is really good.
so I would like to attempt to communicate with the ants. And ask them, which way should I go? Left or right? Or should I burn the whole thing down?
How does help work?
Yeah, so we'll start. So you start with 6 dice. So you have 6 dice. Jude, what stat should be used for this to talk to the ants?
To talk to the ants. Probably be sway.
Sway. All right. What's
Okay.
your sway?
Okay, my sway is a big fat 0. So that is just
Nice.
66s.
Yeah, so now you can help if you'd like, Maggie.
Can my follower help or does it have to be Maggie?
It could be your follower. Yeah, it's totally fine.
Cool. Husk gets right down next to you on his little hands and knees in his overalls and says, "Friends, come to us."
This is great.
I mean, what that does.
Yeah, so that means what stat are you using? I'm assuming you're
Sway.
using sway.
It was
Yeah.
sway, yeah.
So what is your sway?
My sway is a
Maggie.
0. Oh, sorry.
Maggie's
Yeah.
2.
2. Okay, so you'll be rolling 4 dice.
Okay.
And then you both share a follower. So
All right.
It's an
Well, I
ant.
think the follower has to be an ant.
Same.
I think what happens is one of the ants actually turns out to be one of those really gross flying ants,
Oh, yeah.
and decides to hop up onto. Don't ask me why. Don't worry about it. It splits. It kind of like splits its little like eyes, like looking both ways. Kind of looks both at both of us, and then hops onto one of our shoulder. I rolled a 1, a 1, a 2, and a 4.
1. So I get a
You get a
storage dice because it's doubles, and then a 2 and a 4. So
Tell me about my ants.
yeah, Maggie, you narrate first.
I'm narrating the ants.
Yeah.
So this horrible ant, I got distracted by something in chat. I'm so sorry. This horrible ant uh goes up and touches its antenna to Bryn's nose, uh, and thinks for a moment, and then says, "Follow me," and then starts
Talk?
flying, starts flying and
The
talks,
ants talk.
and then starts flying to the left.
Kind of like look at this thing. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna call you Anton.
What?
Anton is great.
Oh, Anton's so good.
I legally had to. So yes, Maggie, we now share a flying ant named Anton.
Great.
Until it decides, until he gets fucked up, and in which case he'll be ant off.
Oh my god.
I'm so sorry for who I am as a person.
Oh, beautiful.
But yes, I will follow
Oh.
Anton.
Okay. Following Anton. Yeah, so as you follow Anton, are you both like on your like
Anton's flying,
Maggie is
right?
Crawling
not.
So
around?
like,
Husk is.
what is it? Yeah, we're all
Oh, I
crawling
was
around.
saying Maggie is not crawling, but Husk is.
Oh,
I
okay.
think Bryn is not crawling, but every now and then they will stop because they see something fascinating like a beetle, or what they insist is a snake hole, but really is probably just someone having kicked the ground a little bit. But mostly just following Anton.
Oh, okay. Give you followers.
We got a redemption, so I'm asking Jem a question quick.
Yeah. So, yeah, we got 2 followers.
Is it 2 more or is it double?
I suspect it's probably 2 more. Okay, yes.
Followers twice.
Twice. Okay. I
So
like the
then-
idea of as Husk is like crawling on the ground, 2 more children come out of the corn. Start crawling on the ground with Husk.
OSHA.
Husk,
Wow.
ear, and stalk. They're all here.
Oh my god.
Incredible.
Who's getting these followers? Oh, Maggie.
Maggie. Yeah, Maggie.
Maggie's just getting off of the
That's why.
phone.
That's why they're children.
Ear and stock. It's so good. Give yourselves followers.
This is ridiculous. Thank you.
That's great. Okay.
Incredible.
This is really good. Yeah, so as more children, you're walking into the corn maze, and as more children start kind of as what is it? What's your name? Bryn is looking around, and they see more children just pop up around them, like they're just following. They're like, oh, hello, and you're walking through the corn maze. You take a turn that the ant is directing, and it looks like it goes down into like a hole, kind of like a little steps down the hole.
And Bryn just kind of turns back to Maggie like, that's not a snake hole.
Is it big? Is it a big person hole, or is it like a little guy hole? Like send the
That's
cat.
a crazy sentence.
Is it a little guy hole? Yeah, so it's kind of like it's big enough for Brit to go down. The children walk down, no problem. They're like, follow us, all at the same time. And they and then It's just big enough for you to like you had to hunch a little bit. And so it's starting to feel a little
I
claustrophobic.
dive in face first.
Yeah. You dive in face first. You just
Mhm.
like, yeah,
Yep.
let's go.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
Like I'm getting down and dirty.
Great. That is my narration. And then Bryn, you could just narrate more.
I mean, I feel like Bryn essentially just ends up like on their stomach, digging through this hole, and kind of looks back at Maggie like, "Are you coming?"
We are looking for a goose, yes, not a gopher.
Well, what if the goose wandered in? I honk loudly into the hole.
That's great. Yeah, so now we're gonna scene change to Jude. What is Jude up to?
I think Jude is kind of looking back and forth between what is happening at the farmhouse and what's happening in this hole, and it's just
What is happening in this
it's
hole?
like is literally contemplating all his life's choices at this point, but kind of goes over to the hole and is kind of leans down to like yell and like vocalize into the hole like, do you need a shovel?
No.
Okay. And it's just
There are several children in that hole. Many hands make light work.
The children yearn for the mines.
they do.
I'm dead.
Oh god.
Y'all, this is supposed to be scary.
We're scared. We're very scared.
So
I
spooky.
mean, look, there's a swarm of children. I'm scared.
Literally though.
A swarm of corn children
Corn children.
and a hunchback butcher.
Yeah.
Okay, so what is Jude doing?
Jude is Jude
His
is
best.
yeah. Jude is I think going towards the farm itself and just seeing like being like, I'm not needed here. I am going elsewhere, I guess.
Okay, yeah, so do you want to go like towards the pumpkin patch?
Yeah, I'll investigate. I'll go towards the pumpkin patch.
Sure. Yeah. Do we want to all give like a quick aspect of what's happening at the pumpkin patch? Could start backwards with Asher. What's quick thing at the pumpkin patch?
There are a number of families trying to get their kids to pick out a pumpkin to carve for this, but being children, they're either picking pumpkins that are way too large for them to carve or way too small. And so there's a lot of families just trying to wrangle children in this space.
Give me all the children.
Cool. Maggie.
I think that there is a family of tourists who are trying to get their family together for a group photo amongst the biggest pumpkins in the back. But little children keep on running off. Other people keep on walking through their photo. And it's just a very chaotic scene toward the back of the pumpkin patch where all of this whole family is trying to get their sweet little picture for Instagram.
It's for the Grahams. Jude.
Yeah, I think there is one family that's more somber than the rowdy family. It looks like a couple of adults with an older woman and they're like she's somberly looking at the pumpkins, like trying to pick them out. And there's a couple grandkids running around, but they're not paying attention to the more serious things going on.
Okay. Bryn.
I think there is one corner of this pumpkin patch where there is a pumpkin just sitting on the ground, a little bit on the larger side, and the camera kind of like zooms in on a kid going to poke it, and it's a pumpkin, but it is rotten, and this kid's hand just like smushes right through it, and there's just like this little yelp, and um and there's like a whole little scene as essentially this child has discovered a disgusting rotten pumpkin, and now no one wants to go near that little area.
Great. As you see out of the rotting pumpkin,
Yep.
like the size of a chihuahua is like two fly eyes poke out. All right, and what's Jude doing?
Jude is going towards the more somber family and just casually and just looking at the pumpkins, like, but not fully taking them in, kind of just trying to overhear this conversation that's going on from the adults, trying to pick up why it's not a joyous occasion.
Okay. So you're just trying to listen in. Maggie, what stat would that be?
Listening in, I feel like is sight.
Cool. What's your points on sight?
It's a 2.
2? Okay, so we got 4 dice. You could just roll those 4, or you can have someone help if you want.
I'll roll the 4.
Okay.
All right. I got a 1, a 3, and 2 5s.
1, 3, 2 5s. So the doubles are storage dice. So Asher has 1 storage die now that you can use at any time to do a narrative action.
Okay.
And then so Asher, you'll do your regular action now, your narrative action, because you got 2, so you'll use 1 of them.
Oh, so I do it first.
Yep.
Okay. So you walk over and you're trying to like listen in.
Mm-hmm.
Did anyone describe how many members are in this family?
Yeah, it's 2 adults and an older woman, like a grandma, and like a couple of grandkids running around.
Okay. You walk over and you hear the parents kind of talking with the older woman in hushed tones. Yeah, I just it feels weird to be in person trying to pick up, decorations for a funeral. But I mean, she really just loved fall and autumn, and I mean, the least we could do is get them from a patch as opposed to just a grocery store. So you hear them having this conversation about needing to like pick out pumpkins for seemingly a family member of some sort from this pumpkin patch. And so they're trying to figure out how many, where they're wanting them for presumably a funeral.
Nice. Yeah, do you want to take your action?
Yeah, I think I'll hear this and start. I apologize for intruding, but I know a thing or two about decorating for a funeral. Would you like some help?
Sure. Sure. You look in the mother has just deep bags under her eyes. Um the the father looks scruffy and just tell that it hasn't shaved in a minute and it's kind of like patchy from when the last time they shaved was. Uh sure. Um they start to describe the space that's going to be in. It's going to be a smaller church. It was a child of theirs that um, has been sick for a while and seems to have passed recently.
And Jude will then start to present like the brighter colored pumpkins, like the really vibrantly orange ones specifically.
Mm,
That opposing to like the more yellow or muted ones.
yeah. Yeah, that'll add a lot of energy to the space. It's a good idea. Thank you.
Of course, it's a shame to lose someone so young.
Mm.
And kind of takes this opportunity to look over the children, but it doesn't have to be that way.
What do you mean?
There, to a lot of people, it's improbable, but I know a way to make that change.
As in, they'll never age?
As in, they'll never die.
T- I mean, tell us more.
And we'll proceed to just very quietly, so it's not overheard very much, but go into the whole
Yeah.
everything about the cult.
Yeah.
You want to
Yeah.
also do a musical number, or you?
No. Let me steal.
Do you have a chart?
Do you have a chart? Do you even have a chart?
Are you selling stocks or bonds?
Jude is a good, honest man who that's bullshit. But anyway,
Yeah.
yeah,
Great. No,
Yep.
this is great.
It's the caretaker.
yep.
Oh, okay, yeah. So I'll give you, because it's my turn to narrate. So you go through the whole scene of explaining like what the Black Flies cult is and blah blah blah. And it's like you just have to give up your soul. It's really easy right there. I got the knife that you need to just slice your hand, and it's totally fine. Yeah, so you'll get the the father with the scraggly beard. He'll just sigh and be like, "All right, if it must be done." Holds out his hand. Um, what should the name of the father be?
Doug.
As your Doug.
Doug.
So
All
Doug
right.
is your new follower.
Well, he's really dug himself a hole now.
Yep.
These holes keep popping up.
Thanks for being there with me
Balls.
in my holes. I appreciate it.
Oh
I mean, look,
yeah.
all is holy.
This is really great. Yeah, just reminding everybody, you all have abilities. So if there is something part of the scene that you're like, I want this to happen, you can just pop in.
I have a
But
logistics question about that.
sure.
What are items?
Ah, yes, items. I'm glad you asked. Items. You could use items to change the face of the dice that any die roll. You gather items by turning the malign tracker, which I have right here. If it reaches 6, then somebody who has the most followers will lose a follower. They'll turn into a mutant fly. And then you give yourself an item, which is just any kind of story item thing.
Got it.
Yeah.
Is there any way to get items without it raising the malign dice, or is there any way to roll the malign dice, step back down? Or does
I
that
have
work?
an ability that moves the malign tracker down.
Okay.
Caretaker has abilities to get items for free. I think
And I
other
have an ability that can essentially give everyone except for me an item
yeah.
once.
Yeah, the scientist has some really weird abilities. They kind of control the maligned.
Okay.
And I have one
Actually,
question.
Sure.
For one of my abilities, it says change the roll of any 2 dice. Could I change the malign dice? Is that separate?
I would say that's separate. It's
Cool.
really just like a tracker that I
Okay,
just use the die for,
gotcha. Cool.
Yeah.
question, can I use an ability even if I don't know that a thing is happening? Like, for
You
example, if I were to be like, hey, I think this is a really fun moment to use induce visions, the moment like dear old dad slices his hand open, like, is that a thing that I can do even if Bryn is not aware that dad's slicing his hand open?
do it.
Fuck yeah. I'm gonna induce visions. Um Malign tracker goes up by 1, I get a token. And I think for just a moment, as dad slices his hand, um, the entire pumpkin patch seems to shift into almost bullet time. The slow motion, the sky darkens, everyone else seems to freeze. Um, except for that one pumpkin, the rotting one. Um, and as the blood drips onto the ground, it almost beads up and rolls along the ground into this pumpkin. And that pair of eyes, it blinks and it grows and it grows and it grows and it grows until all this family sees is this massive pair of fly eyes staring at them. And then it goes back to normal.
Nice. Yeah, so you get a follower for that. Right. Yeah, so you get a follower. Do you just want to have another corn child follow you around?
Sure, I'll have a core. You know what? No, I'm gonna make it weird. I'm gonna make it real fucking weird.
Another
I
ant.
think as I'm like tunneling in this fucking hole, like love a good hole. I think I feel like a little
Insane.
a little like scratching at my at my arm as I'm like taking a break, and this little mole snout kind of like pokes through the dirt. I
Okay.
have a mole friend now.
Nice.
A mole in a hole.
A mole in a
Mole in the
hole.
hole.
Yes. Um and I will happily scoop him up, and I will name him uh Cole.
Coal. Coal the mole.
Call the mole in a hole.
Cole the whole mole.
There's the coal in the mole in the hole.
On the bottom of the sea.
The bottom of the sea. Yeah. Great. All right. So that was Jude. So now it's Maggie's turn. What is Maggie doing?
I think Maggie sees Bryn digging away and thinks, this is a stupid place to look for a goose. And rounds up her horde of small people Says, "Come, children, let us check out the fair. Perhaps there's some snacks for you at a stand or something." Um,
When I
and
find it, you're gonna feel
Ralph,
like a silly goose.
ha ha ha, goose humor. Yes. So she she gathers up her billions of children, leaves the ant to lead Bryn, um, and Lark scoops up Pickle. And can they just leave the corn maze?
Sure. Yeah. Just like open. Uh also I need to see who gets affected. Okay. The dice say that the Maggie the dog is back. What's the
Yep.
deal with the
Can it be
uh
someone that I share?
sure if you want.
I think Anton Ant is getting bit. Sorry, Anton Ant. My children are sacred.
I think
Must
yeah,
protect.
Anton like yeah, just like decides to like walk through or eat some of the
Anton
what are we
chews on the dog a little bit, on
radishes.
Radish a little bit,
Yeah, and then
Oh,
gets
oh no.
infected. Um
which only happens because Maggie left.
Mm.
um,
Anta.
so Phil is still in this house, huh?
Phil is still in this house.
I think we're gonna go find Phil. I am sick of this damn dog. Um, so I am going to go find Phil. And along the way, I am going to bring the children to the fried dough cart, where there is a very disenfranchised teenager, with heavy eyeliner and a comb over, like flock of seagulls looking thing. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Not a phase. And um, he's got earbuds in, and he's scowling, and um, doesn't look like he's taking very good care to make sure that there are not pests investigating the batter bowl.
Mm.
I'm taking the kids there on the way to Phil.
Okay. Yeah, so you're trying to get some fried dough. Let's see, Asher, what skill would that be?
Um, you're trying to get fried dough? Probably sway.
Sway.
Yeah.
How much sway
You're
do
trying
you
to
have?
2.
2. Okay, so 4 dice. Do you want somebody to help or you want to just roll 4 dice?
I would just like to roll 4 dice.
Okay. Roll them dice.
I did roll a 6, but I got a 2, a
Oh
5, and
boy.
a 3.
Oh boy.
Omen time.
We got an omen. 2, a 5, and a 3. Just putting those down. Great. Let me pull up the omens. Roll
Sorry,
2
guys.
dice. 2
2.
dice for me. Yes.
First one is a 6. Second one is a 2.
All right. So someone is calling your name. Okay. And then Asher is the first one to narrate.
So, so how many kids am I feeding? Who wants what?
Are you happy here, son?
I mean, my heart is a black hole. So I'm not really happy anywhere, especially inside me.
We do love a good hole. Sorry. Rewind. I'm gonna take that back.
No, that's great.
Nope.
Oh. That's
There's
the
just-
quote of that's the theme of the night.
We love a good hole.
That's the tagline for this game.
This is so unrelated. I was watching a stream right before this, and a friend of mine said, "Eat my hole," and so this is just the theme of the
Wow.
night. Let's go.
Very
Yeah, there's
holy.
just something. There's just something about the void, you know.
Is the fried dough the most important, or is it the spaces between? Am I right?
I mean, the space between is what makes the dough cook. You know, that's where the oil gets in.
It's the most important part, is the void, isn't it?
It's yeah. That space is where life happens, you know?
I feel like we understand each other. I have this chart. No, I'm just kidding.
Do you want to be my grandma?
I am on the market for more grandchildren. What is your name?
Spencer.
Of course. Yes, Spencer. Spencer, why don't you cook up one for each of my many, many grandchildren and one for yourself as a
Yeah,
new
it
member
looks
of
like
the
you have to-
family? Also, sign here, please.
It looks like you have some corn children. Can they eat dough?
I've never seen a corn child
Alright,
eat, to be
so-
perfectly honest.
Okay. He goes and there's a batch that's fully burnt that was in the basket, and he just dumps in the trash and then throws more in. Start cooking.
Oh, it's all right. The corn children will eat the trash dough, and she takes it out of the trash and hands it to the corn
Oh,
children.
perfect. No waste. Anyway, so what? Are you just like collecting children?
In a sense, they are not for myself. They are for a great being who knows of the void.
Oh, dude, what's that being's name?
One I cannot pronounce because I've only read it and it's never been said out
Oh.
loud.
That's cool. My buddy Nick really loves staring into the stars, but like
Where
only on
is Nick?
dude, you're telling me. I sent him to get weed like a half hour ago.
Tell you what, I'll score you a bag.
Oh, dude, you're the sickest. Let's go.
If
I'll text him.
you
Yeah.
just bleed on this contract a little.
I don't really have any knives. This is a Frido stand.
That's all right. I have this sewing needle that I used to win the embroidery competition.
Oh, dude. Okay. Let me make sure I have some gloves quick so I can keep cooking. He like pulls out some like food safe gloves out. Like, all right. He holds out his hand.
I prick it and I stick his thumbprint on the seal,
Mm.
and I roll it up real tight with my tiny little granny hands and stick it in my purse and go, "Thank you so much, Spencer. We are going to be just the happiest little family. What are you doing for Christmas?"
I mean, I hate my parents, so if I could not be there, that'd be great.
You should kill your parents.
Oh, well. Is there something with this contract that like he would be swayed to do that, or is this just you trying to connect with the child?
I'm just trying to make this kid my follower.
Okay.
So if he's got nothing tying him to the mortal world, then he's definitely coming with me, right?
True. You know what? Valid. My arm's getting tired.
I just love how you were like
You're
moving
so
your motion
committed.
in out of the way.
You're
It was
so
so
committed.
good.
It was the bangs. I imagine that leaving his parents is not a hard sell. Killing his parents might be a hard sell. So I'm not sure what would this look like moving forward, or should I would love to put this on the next person for a narrative beat.
Or Mackie, you could do induce visions
Ooh.
to really send it home.
Ah, I was just kidding. Yeah, you should definitely let's rip a fat one later.
Dude, I love this girl. I'm gonna text Nick and let him know that we're you said later.
Tell him
we're
to
gonna-
meet us at the fried dough cart in like 20 minutes.
All right. Nico scored some grass. Sick old lady here. Come rip some with us.
But
Yeah.
like spooky, because it's a horror game.
But spooky. Bring like a knife and maybe a mask or something. It is Halloween.
All right. That's great. This is really good. Bryn, what's happening? You got a narrative action.
I am a dedicated little fucker. It's gonna be me and my mole, not Anton, because and my 3 other followers that I am going to make the executive decision are termites, because why not? I'm going to kind of look at this mole and be like, bud, please tell me there's something down here. I can't just I can't back up. I physically can't. So you have to tell me there's something down here. And someone tell me what to roll to either persuade this thing to talk to me or to break through into whatever is down here.
Yeah, I'll do it. I can spend my narrative. I got a storage die, so I'll spend that one. And yeah, so and so the mole Digster is like, all right, you just got this one little rock here, and they'll just like turn the rock and the whole wall just like opens up, and there's like you're in kind of like a catacomb a little bit. Yeah. And so there's bones. What else do you think? Of walls of bones around, and it's kind of like a maze, and using your memory, you realize it's like the same walls of the corn, like where the walls are is where the corn is. And so you see
Man,
like the
only we'd
roots kind of like growing out
Cool.
of the corn, and it's kind of like actively
Ooh.
growing, so it's like yeah.
I look up and I'm just like, this one's for you, Anton. And I will continue to solve the maze without Anton.
Nice. Continue through the maze. And then it's Jude.
All right. Jude, I think, is thanking the family and then wandering off to. I think we'd go back to the hole, actually, and like pulls out.
You know what? This whole thing.
No,
it might be onto something.
Yeah, no, because if there's a hole, because I have an ability to dig
Oh.
up, to dig, just
Nice.
to see if there's anything in the dirt in the cornfield, and it just says collect 2 random items without moving the malign tracker.
Okay, cool. Yeah, what do you find?
Let's see where.
Oh yeah. You just tell me the die. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a 1 and then a 6. So
Okay.
barber's razor.
Barber's razor. Yeah.
All right, now I have options, not just the knife. Let's go. And then the other one will be a 5. and a 4.
Ooh, a jar of blood. Is this near the hole that Bryn is at, or is this kind of like...
I feel like it's along the edge of like where the corn is, so like right near.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Edging
would
the
think it
hole,
would be
got it.
near where Bryn is.
Yeah.
Edging the hole.
Yeah, I would say like as you're like digging things through, you see like, I want to say like a corn stalk is like in the jar of blood, like growing from it, you know?
That's how we get all the kids.
Yeah, I was about to say it's like
Yeah.
embryonic.
Yeah.
Embryonic jar of blood from the corn children.
So this is how Maggie gets her children. Okay. And kind of wants to follow. What does he want to do? Because I think interestingly enough, we'll actually check on Phil at this point because it's been a minute.
It has been some time with Phil. You walk in during his musical number halfway through. The scene just cuts. Let's go to Asher. Like a record scratch, you know. You walk in, it's just like Asher, what's going on?
Yeah, Asher obviously knew that we would be in the corn maze, and so had one of their followers set up this tiny little tent that they have like in a deep spot. And then another follower has been kind of rerouting the corn maze so that it's like hard to solve if someone gets further down and further in type of a situation. The tent itself has a sign at the top that just says lost with a question mark. And then inside they have like a little tarot reading table and like a cushions for to sit on. And so
That's
she walks up.
amazing.
She walks up and
Yeah.
goes, "Oh, perfect! I can't wait! I can't wait for all the people that'll be coming through. I know there's a couple of couples that are not doing well back that way. So, thank you so much." She gives a nice little kiss on the cheek for one of her followers, Sunny, who set it up. Kind of like a smaller girl with curly hair. Bryn would recognize two of Asher's followers as classmates that they had in high school.
Nice.
Really?
Yeah, why not? And so, and then the third follower is a crow that sits at the very top of the tent and just kind of caws ominously at the moment. So I'm going to set up in this oracle tent, hoping that people will come through, knowing that people will come through because Liam, one of the other followers, has kind of messed with the corn maze, so people have to walk through this way.
Okay.
So,
Nice.
yeah.
So what are you doing? You're trying to change the corn maze right now? Is that what
Yeah.
you're...
Either change the corn maze or persuade people to stop at the tent, whichever you prefer.
Yeah, let's say persuade. I'm assuming that's sway. I'm gonna call it sway because I'm the player that can call it. I'll call that sway.
Cool.
What's your sway count?
2.
2. Everybody's got 2s. So there's 4 dice. Do you want someone to help, or do you want to just roll 4 dice?
Someone can help me if they want.
Okay. Does anybody want to help?
I think I will. Actually, I think Jude would help.
Okay.
Okay.
I think Jude would, before going to see Phil, would probably see the changing of like
There's someone who's just like trying to like reset up corn stalks.
Yeah, and him being a bigger dude, he's just like, you're gonna mess up the roots, and then it's gonna fall over if you do it that way. You got to move them like this, and just starts directing and like helping move.
Yeah. Liam is very appreciative of the help, and you guys are able to set him up and make it look believable.
Yeah.
Cool. So then what does that do to my dice, and what does that do? I assume that it's a
Yes.
shared follower moving forward.
So you both share a follower.
Okay.
What did you determine what follower there was? Or
Liam. Liam was the one who was doing
Liam.
the stops.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Liam. Yep, so you both share Liam as a follower. And then what stat are you using? So sway. What is your sway, Jude?
It's a 1.
To 1. Okay, so roll 3 dice. That would be Asher rolling
Okay.
3 dice.
Yes.
Oh, I'm rolling 3 dice. I'm so sorry.
Yes.
No, you're good.
That is a 5, a 4, and a 1.
5, a 4, and a 1. Okay, so what's the scene again? You're building like these spires, or what?
One of my followers set up like a small tent, and presumably there's going to be couples that are lost in the corn maze walking past, type situation, and so that's kind of the space that I set up. You can describe what type of person walks past, or an interaction with a follower, or something else.
Yeah. So you see the stereotypical football player and cheerleader couple. They're like, can you help us get out of the maze? We've been stuck here for like hours.
Oh, I can help you get out of a lot of things. Come, have a seat.
Can't you just point us into the right direction?
Ooh. Being lost is a spot in the heart. Once you figure it out there, you'll never be lost in this world again.
And the footballer's just like, oh, this is stupid. We'll just go this way. It's like, no. We'll just sit down. Just sit down. Maybe they got something.
I can do a reading on your love too, if you're wondering.
Ooh, yeah?
Yeah. Tell me about yourselves.
Oh, let me just come up with a whole backstory for this.
Nice, but we don't have personalities yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just turned. We kind of already peaked.
I mean, clearly you guys don't have great communication. So something's got to change for that to happen, you know?
Well, maybe if they had good communication, they could get out of the maze.
Maybe if they have good communication, or if you learn to be more like each other, you know? Learn to get in touch with who you are as people. You know, find the magic within. Maybe even avoid death by becoming immortal if you are interested.
Wait, you said immortal?
Yes. Oh, have you not heard?
Is this like a new thing
I
people
mean,
are doing?
it could be. It's let me describe it this way. Those that have been in it, it is not a new thing. But there's always space for more people.
Uh, Well, I mean, I already decided I wasn't going to college, so
I mean, here's the thing. If you never age out of high school and you peak in high school, you stay at your peak, right?
could stay fully peaked. Yeah, I mean, yeah, we could stay fully peaked. Um, gotta stay at the top of my game, you know.
Yeah. You
So
seem like a fit young man. I say like I'm
yeah,
not. Only a couple years older.
I'm the quarterback, you know. See
Oh, of
my
course.
Yeah, you see my faces around all the billboards. Uh, this is a small town. I don't know. There's not much going on. Yeah,
Oh no, his
it's like,
parents
you
are
know,
rich he
like
can afford billboards. Oh no.
no, we're in Maine. There's no billboards in Maine. You know, there's like the signs on the
Yeah.
that you stick into the lawn and
Yep.
that kind of
Oh,
thing.
Kyle for prom king.
Yeah, prom king and queen.
Yep.
Uh,
And how
yeah.
about you, young
So
woman?
what was it?
I'm turning my attention to the cheerleader. Like with time, beauty fades. How would you like to be young forever?
Um, well, that's nice. I I would I have to wear makeup all the time?
You could wear whatever you want. You'll be immortal. No one will care. And you'll also care less what other people think.
Well, that would be good. That would be good. Um, and you'll let us out of this maze?
You you say that like you don't already know how to get out of here.
I mean, if we did, I mean, I'll just use my, if I could get cell service, I could just map ourselves out of here. Um, Fine, whatever. Yeah, let's go.
The thing that you always want to hear when getting new followers for a cult. Fine, whatever.
Yeah.
She takes the whatchamacallit? Orb.
Crystal ball.
Crystal ball. Thank you. Crystal ball that's on the table and kind of slides at center. It's like, all right, now place your hands on here. Place their hands on there.
Place
And
them.
she I'm gonna make it so there's like ink on it, and so when they pick up their hands, it's like this like dark blue purple color
Mm.
ink. It's like now, and then she'll take a contract that she has kind of sitting off to the side and have them like place their hands on this contract. Like, awesome, thank you. Well, you'll be hearing from me. Until then, here's a map of the maze. You want to take a right and then go further down and then actually take a left and you'll actually be leaving out of the entrance.
Yeah, I like the thought that the pamphlets were literally like right there.
It's
Like
like
on the
an actual
it's
map
like,
of the
oh,
maze.
that's so great. So I'll be contacting you. You can take this pamphlet. It's right around the corner.
Yep.
They're like, uh, okay. And then so they kind of shuffle out. And you'll get those are the followers. It'll be Barney and Bernice are the names.
Barney and Bernice.
Yeah.
Incredible.
That was my narrative action. So Maggie, you got a narrative action.
Also, a random
With
person got a
said
follower.
narrative
Roll for it, and
action.
it's Phil.
What
Oh,
is it?
Phil gets a follower.
Phil gets a follower.
Yeah.
Yay!
I think it should be the meat. Sentient
Ooh.
meat.
Yes,
Sentient
There's a Magnus
meat.
archive on this.
literally.
Oh my god. Okay,
That's
so I
an
just had
SCP.
this scene pop up. So like I'm doing the what is it, Beatrice? I end my scene after I explain and go through, and influence B's like, oh, I think they like you. And I just Phil looks around and is like, what they? What are you talking about? And you just see like this one hunk of meat just kind of inchworm its way over onto
It's
my
giving
shoe.
slice.
It's like, oh god. And it's like purring a little bit. It's like
Yes. Yes.
Like a can
Meat
of like
so
Campbell's
sensitive.
chicken noodle soup from like the commercials that just follows you home.
yeah, yeah,
Yep.
Oh, that's a
yeah.
horror game waiting to
That's
happen.
awesome.
Yeah. It's like, um yep. And so that's my follower now.
Incredible.
Jerry.
And its name
Jerry
is
the, Jerry the meat.
Jerry.
Jerry.
Jerry
Yeah.
the meat.
Jerry the meat.
Yep. Children and pets. That's just
Children,
what
pets,
we
and
are.
meat.
Yeah. I mean, it's a
Well,
pet
we're
at
all
this
meat.
point. We're all meat.
We're all meat.
So narrative action,
Mhm.
is that me doing something with my character or me doing something for somebody else's character? What do I do here?
It could be either.
Okay. And my little special moves, can those be part of the narrative action?
Yeah.
Cool. Who looks like they're getting baked out here? Is it the staff? Is it the people who are is there somebody on the way to Phil who, because I was going to Phil after I
Yeah.
fed the children the charcoal. I need to get Spencer and Nick. I want them both. So Nick's gonna meet us back there. And I think I got him if I can just get them drugs. So I'm looking for somebody doing illicit stuff in the parking lot on the way to the farmhouse going to Phil's.
Great. Yeah. So you're looking for just like a drug bust or something, just somebody.
Well, I have an idea for something to do for an
Yeah,
attention grab and theft. So my thought was find the people doing the deal, walk up to them and pretend to fall and have them help me get back up. And maybe somebody who's already on the wrong side of the tracks would probably be pretty easy to convince that like you'll never feel as high as you will when you embrace the fly.
That's crazy.
Wow, that's really great.
I love
That's good. Do you have any abilities that'll help?
I have fixate, which is draw all attention to yourself. So if I get to this illicit place, I'll tell the children to like play in the dirt for a second. I'll come back and get them after I, score some green. And yeah.
Okay,
So
cool.
fixate when I get there to completely wipe out in the parking lot.
Okay,
A
great.
la
Yeah.
Life Alert.
Yes. So that's
Okay.
your free narrative action, and then you can
Mhm.
spend your rolled narrative action. You can explain what happened.
Well, is this one that I could ask for help on? I'm happy to share Spencer and Nick and the drug dealers.
Sure, if you want, if somebody wants to help.
Is it possible to help if you're not there? We kind of split up a little bit,
That I help? Uh
or that
yeah,
anybody help.
or anybody help?
I'd be down to help hop in too.
Sure. Yeah, you can help.
I imagine. How would I help from here? I imagine that Asher's, well, in between people is like doing readings and all that kind of stuff, and at one point, um, gets a vision of Maggie having this fall, but knows that to make it sell and make it believable, something actually needs to make Maggie fall. And so she like has this vision and like turns and goes, Sonny, I need you to do me a favor. I need you to go and I need you to just push Maggie as hard as you can. She's like, what? Like, listen to me. It'll be worth it. I promise. For eternity. So it's gonna send Maggie out to come find you. Maggie, super confused, will come up and just kind of like, it's the thing of like try to find you in the crowd, and I imagine you're over near this parking lot space as it is. And so to try to like, I imagine Sunny feels bad about doing this to you, and so it's kind of that like quick shoulder check and then run away type situation.
Maggie leans into it hard. Acts like she's going to get somebody the red card, throws herself to the ground, and goes, "Oh, I've fallen! My hip! Please, sirs, madam, can you help? Oh, everything is spilled out of my purse. Everything. Do you need a butterscotch?"
Sunny's gonna run like around another car and be like, man, someone should really help that old woman. Maybe some, people that are standing really close.
Yeah, I think that, what is it? Oh, just, do we even know who's right
do
there?
I roll? Or what do I do?
We could, yeah, we'll just say you roll. Like, do a roll. Who, roll like, yeah. Roll
Is this going to be
one.
a sway?
Yeah, I think this will be a sway.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, 4 dice.
Sure.
Okay. 2 5s, a 3, and a 2.
Okay. So one of the 5s will go to a different player. Asher, who do you want to give a narrative action to?
We haven't heard from Bryn in a minute.
Okay. So there's 2 2s. Great. Yeah, let's start with Bryn.
Okay. And I think as all these dramatics are unfolding, these kids just kind of look around, and just kind of like nudge each other, like, "Oh, no, you go help her. You go help her up." And then after like far too long, one just kind of like shoves the other um towards this little old lady, which sends him sprawling right along with her. And this other kid's just like, fucking hell, and goes to first help his friend up and then go for the old lady.
As they reach down, she's hoping that the sprawl had knocked whatever they were trying to uh, surreptitiously put in each other's pockets. She hopes she got the one without the cash. She wants the one with the drug. So hoping that the
We
little
can give you
baggie
that.
got dropped in amongst all of her things that is sprawled out over the floor, that because she's got this huge shoulder bag that's way too big for her and it's full of shit. and she's just like scooping all of this random crap, like 8 pairs of nail clippers and like half
Okay, so
used
like
balls of
metaphorical
moth-eaten
shit, not
balls of
literal shit.
yarn. Huh?
The
Oh, it's
metaphorical
not
shit,
literal
not
shit.
not literal.
Yeah.
Right, you never know with flies.
You never know with fly people. I like to say you have like little vials of blood to hint at the jar of blood that was
Yeah.
For my
going on with the
diabetes.
cord.
All right. Sure. But yeah, I'll
Oh
say
my
you're able
God.
to get yourself some good old fashioned substances.
And as they're helping me put stuff into my giant like horse feeder bag, I suddenly grab onto both of the young man's wrists and say, "Fuck. Don't say fuck.
Fuck.
Nope. Um, I feel like I need to repay you somehow.
Uh,
I
yeah, you
think
got
that my
20.
checkbook fell down here somewhere. Yes." And she starts scooping through her bag again. Are the drugs in there?
The drugs are in there.
Fabulous. Uh, it's Tylenol. And she she
There
Go
is.
and
wild.
she takes her checkbook out and starts scribbling nonsense satanic symbols all over this check.
Right.
They're like, yo,
Um, and
lady, is that Greek or something?
sort of. I have something better than money. You've been
So you,
chasing something, haven't you? A feeling.
uh, a sense of
And she gets up on
fulfillment
her
in
knees and
life.
pulls him close and gets like weirdly serious.
Lady, you need a mint.
I've got Altoids in here. uh,
Like
uh,
the sours, the good shit.
yeah.
Before they. Oh,
Do you Altoid? Do you Altoid sour?
I Altoid sour.
I share an Altoid sour with him.
He happily takes the Altoid sour. He's an Altoid sour ho. He's just me. It's Altoid sours, guys.
They sell them now. They're not Altoids anymore. It's called retro sours or something.
So
I
fucking
found them
weird.
today at Hy-Vee.
They're
Oh my God.
Altoids.
They exist.
They're Altoids.
They are Altoids, but they're not labeled Altoids, but they're right next to the Altoids. Anyway.
Well, these are the
Yes.
originals, and they've been around since 1989 in her purse.
Fuck, dude.
Yeah. Like one
Incredible.
fly flies out.
Yes.
Yep.
I can get you something that will get you higher than you've ever been in your entire life.
Like more Altoids.
Yes.
Well, cool. What do I gotta do?
It's can you just help me get this back into my bag? And she's got this like leather pouch that has spilled out a bunch of needles, syringes, like all over the parking lot. Can you just help me get this back in my bag and I'll tell you
And
everything?
they're just like, damn, lady, you got some shit. And they proceed to assist you in gathering up all the stuff.
And she makes sure that his finger gets pricked by one of these
Yeah.
syringes.
He definitely gets poked. Yep. It's like, ow.
And she takes his hand and squeezes a little bit of blood and says,
Oh,
"Just
lady,
this,
what?
do you give it?" Are you all right?
Sure. Hi, Raiders. Sure.
The pain will be brief. And she stamps it on another one of her contracts that fell out of her purse. And says, it was good doing business with you. And she gets up perfectly fine all by herself.
This kid looks so distinctly confused. And just kind of like sticks his finger in his mouth and sucks and like sucks on his finger to cool it down.
There's more Altoid sours if you meet me by the what's it called? The fried dough cart in about 10 minutes.
Okay. That's not my name.
What is your name? I have to write it down.
Tyler.
Tyler. Who's your friend?
Bart.
Was that with an F or a B?
They kind of exchange a look. F.
Man, have I got a cult for you.
That's crazy.
And Ty just kind of like claps his friend on the shoulder, like, "Come on, fart, let's take a piss before we go to the fried dough."
This is such a
Very
spooky
serious
game.
guys.
I love it.
This game is so spooky.
The game's real serious, guys.
Why? Tyler and Fart.
Fart. The two friends.
I'm so scared. I'm crying and shaking.
Can we call that me raising the I forget what it's called. It's not malevolence. What is the meter?
Line.
Malign?
Tracker. Yes.
Can we raise that by 1 and call my dime bag an item?
Cool. Yeah.
Okay.
That works.
Cool.
Things are going so great, guys. Everything's fine.
Everything's fine. Okay, that was the burn action. Jude, what is going on?
Good question. Anyways,
There's a lot going on.
while that's happening, I want to say while he's on his way towards the farmhouse, gets distracted by another group of people coming through the corn maze. It's an older couple. He seems to keep running into those today. And they are also lost. Like, they've been here for a while and are getting frustrated. Like, you could bickering. They're bickering with each other. And will approach them and ask, do you need a hand finding your way out of here?
I'm going to have Asher play it.
Yeah.
The old couple.
Yeah. Is it an old couple or?
Yeah, they're about middle-aged or so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hold on, I gotta channel middle-aged couple.
You just did teenage couple. It's not that different. They've just they've peaked. They peaked in high
It's
school.
them, but like.
Yeah. Hi. Yeah, the map we have seems to be incorrect, and you kind of can see over at the map, and it's fully the wrong map for this corn maze. You don't know how they have it or where it came from. They could have probably saved it from a different corn maze and thought it was the right one and brought it with.
So that's the wrong map for this year. I think that was a previous year.
See, honey, I told you that that was the one from 2 years ago. It says it on the top. Well, I'm sorry. I just grabbed the one that you said to grab, and so I did. And yes, we would love some help to get out of here.
Of course, and we'll start to walk with him in the direction of Asher's little tent.
Oh, cool.
But we'll walk them through and go. It seems the going through the maze is the only thing troubling you two.
I mean, we're empty nesters now, and so I mean, our kids are growing up and they're moving out and moving on, and I don't know. I don't know. I feel like we've spent the last 18 years being parents, you know? We kind of forgot who we are.
That's a very understandable feeling. And wouldn't you like to discover who you are for forever?
I mean, I feel like I have been discovering who I am forever. Yeah. You know what I mean, sweetie? I was
Yeah,
kind of
but
shaken back by getting hit.
yeah, but actually have forever. I mean,
Well, what do you mean?
so I've got friends and people I know who you'd be welcomed into what we do in our group that I think you do well in amongst.
Oh, I mean, but do they want a couple of people in their, I don't know, their 40s? Trying to age them correctly. Like their late 40s?
I mean, age is but a number, not really the most important
True.
thing to our group.
Well, what does this group do?
I mean, we don't do much as more as we believe in something very strongly, and it rewards us.
Honey, I've been to church so much in my life. I don't know if that's quite for me anymore.
It's a little something better than church, I think. It's a community.
Okay.
It's a community where you never have to give up on yourself.
What do you mean by that?
Damn it, Nikolai. No, it's you said your kids are out of the house.
Yeah. Yeah, our youngest just went off to college this fall.
And you've been parents for a long time, which means you haven't really been yourselves. You get to be yourselves with other people. And maybe one day your children can join as well.
Hmm.
And you have forever to figure it out.
Oh man. I feel like you keep emphasizing the word forever, and I'm not quite sure what you mean by that. Because that sounds like eternity, which like I said, I already did church, so this wasn't quite for me.
I mean, forever as in immortality. Like the
Are you
actual kind, not the metaphorical kind that church tries to sell you.
are you talking like a fountain of youth type situation?
You could put it that way.
How how does this immortality work then?
You just believe and you got it.
I mean, that sounds a heck of a lot like church.
Yeah, but personally, I think the people there are a lot cooler.
I mean, what do you think, Jed? I'll try everything once. Sure. When do you guys meet? We'll come hang out.
Saturdays.
Okay. So did you already meet today, or is it later tonight?
I mean, a few of us are around here, and gestures towards the small cluster of his followers. One being his brother and sister-in-law and their daughter.
Well, they look like some nice people. Okay. Well, did you guys make it out of the maze at this point, or are you still in the maze?
I think we would have finished walking out of the maze by this point.
Yeah. Well, we can hang out for a little bit. You want to get some cider and add up try to make some new friends, honey? Sure.
And in the midst of this conversation, we'll eventually try to just sign one of the contracts.
Oh, what is this for?
It's to add your name to a roster so we know everyone who's in.
Oh, sure. She signs her name.
And as he grabs the pen, we'll just accidentally prick one of her fingers. Go, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. As it falls onto the contract.
Oh, it's okay. I think that I saw a first aid tent. I can go get a Band-Aid. Actually, I have one in my purse. She opens up her wallet and pulls out a Band-Aid.
They're really useful to have.
Purses? Yeah.
Not what I was. You know what? Yeah. Yeah, there.
Are you talking contracts? Or pens?
Band-Aids, but you know.
Oh. Yeah, that makes more sense. Yeah. Anywho, I think we're gonna get some cider. Do you want to join us?
Yeah, I'll join you.
Great scene. All right, so you get
Jed
two
and
new
Judy?
followers? Jed and Judy. I love that.
All right.
Jed Judy.
Definitely not modeled after my my dad and stepmom.
Oh my god.
Definitely not.
That's great. All right, I think we got one more. That is Asher for this round.
Oh, for me?
Yeah.
I imagine that after that high school couple kind of came and went, it kind of just became a lot of high school couples, and it was the thing of they're too wrapped up in each other for the moment, and so she is going to focus in and see trying to do a reading. I don't know if that would be something that would work. I'm trying to find the golden egg and seeing if there's a way that I can guide Bryn or be able to help us find this gold egg.
Nice. Sure. Do you have an ability that could help?
I mean, there's strings of fate, but that's changing roles, and then foresight I feel like I already used. So I'm not quite sure. That's why I was how would this work? Would it just be something that I'm looking for?
Yeah, do you have induce visions?
I do.
Available? Yeah, you could induce some
not used it.
visions.
Okay.
I love to be induced. Wait.
What? What?
I got it.
Oh.
Yeah, you could.
Can
Yeah,
I
I got
induce vision for Bryn for guidance on where that could be? Or is that do I have to induce it on myself?
You can induce it for Bryn.
Okay.
Induce me, induce me.
Is that something then that I roll or that they roll?
No, you just do it. Come up with a thing
So
for Bryn to
okay,
see
cool.
to
I just want
help
to make sure I'm
lead to
doing
the
this
goose.
correctly. Yeah. Bryn, you're down in this kind of like bone-lined corridor beneath the corn maze. Anthony's death was not in vain. As you kind of step into this space, the walls seem to like ripple as you like kind of take in everything that you're seeing. And granted, this entire thing is pitch black. You know, you're stepping into a hole. There's no natural light down here. But as the waves kind of ripple out on the walls, you almost have like dark vision as your eyes and everything seems to be pulled forward down this hallway. It kind of leads you down into like this little tunnel, and then at the end of it, there's a set of 3 doors, one on the left, one on the right, one on the center. And the door on the left seems to have this like golden pulsating light underneath it.
Hold the fucker.
All right, what happens?
Me or Bryn?
Yeah, you could narrate what happens, Bryn.
Elaborate on it. First I do what any seasoned cultist adventurer will do, and I will check for traps. Um, I will make sure that this is actually the correct door and not a decoy.
Yeah, I think this is fine. Like this is a good door.
Good door? Okay. We like a good door.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna kind of like gently poke it and be like letting the door open, and looking for a golden egg.
Golden egg.
Egg.
A gig. Yeah, I think as you step into the room, you see like first you start hearing like whispers all around, just kind of like indescribable, just like get the goose, get the goose, 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 get the goose, goose, honk, honk, and then just like a cacophony of honks start going as all the lights, all the candles surrounding the edge of the room just like flare up, and you just see let's see, do we want to be spooky or silly?
I mean, we've been being silly. Let's have fun.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think at this point, something that is really grotesque would be silly in the context
Yeah.
of what we've been doing.
Yep.
Oh gosh. Okay. So
Other than Jude, who's been perfect.
Sure.
Ding.
yeah, so you just feel like a rumble and you see there's like um was that a pentagram or something in the center where
Yep.
and a goose, a giant goose's head just kind of like crawls itself out of the center hole, out of kind of like a void that appears, and it's just like, welcome, my child.
Um,
And it doesn't have eyes, like its eyelids are sewn shut, and then it opens it up and there's like 2 eyes that are kind of floating around inside. And have you ever seen goose teeth? It's just the worst thing.
Awful.
Yeah, just, and it's just full with like dead flies all stuck inside of it. It's like, you have found the egg.
Yeah, what do I get?
That, well, what you get an egg.
You know, like, how much is it worth? Is it real gold? Is it like devil gold? Is it marked 14 karat?
It's the worth that you inscribe with it on your soul.
Well, right, but like, what can I sell it for at a pawn shop, right? Like,
All the whispers just like stop and just like, oh, what?
look,
Yeah,
I
I
gotta pay
mean,
rent, right? Like, come on.
yeah. I mean, sure.
Also, I
it's
gotta
worth
one
a
up
lot.
Asher. Like, it's worth that's that. Okay, fine. Look, tell you what. If I feed you like a hand or something, can I have another one?
Sure, yeah. I am pretty hungry.
Great. Um, and I will. Fuck it. I'll feed it a hand. You can have my
Nice.
left hand.
Great. Yeah, and so the eyes that are floating around, they kind of morph into these heavy gold eggs,
Ooh,
and
we
they
got an
like
omen.
plop. Oh, we got an omen.
Got an omen.
Um, Here we'll do a last minute
What?
omen.
What timing? Honestly.
Yeah. Um, 6 and 5. Yeah, this is perfect actually. Yes, and you see the eggs plop down, and you pick them up, and then in the center of the mouth, it kind of like opens up, and the tongue kind of like flops out, and in the center is like a light. Um, and then you decide to, yeah, let's just go into the light. Uh, and as you walk in through the light, you walk out of the court maze. So you like there's like a bright light and it shines through, and then you transition to you stepping out of the court maze holding these two golden eggs
In one arm.
in one arm. Oh yeah, because don't have a left hand anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I assume it was. I assume it was a magical amputation because so I'm not bleeding out. But yeah, yeah. I assume it auto cauterized. Yes, I'm gonna need both of those eggs in the same hand though.
I just searched egg and that's what came up.
yeah, our chat is wild. And
For reference, viewers, we got the gif of like Elmo in the fire, but like holding up two eggs.
it's really
Anyway.
good. Yeah. So we'll just do a closing scene for everybody. We'll wrap things up. We found the goose. Oh, we found the goose and we got the eggs.
What's this wee shit? I found the goose. I got the eggs.
Yeah, okay, fine. You got the goose.
You're
Got the
welcome.
eggs. So I'll start with I'll start. And so Phil has just accepted this new life with this meat creature, and you flash to him just like kind of like it's covered in like paper towel, and he's just kind of like, all right, well, I guess this is fine. Oh, the stocks went up. Nice. Stocks. So that's my seed. We'll go to Bryn. You can close it up.
Yeah. So okay, I'm gonna screenshot that caption. So Bryn is going first off going directly to the pawn shop with one egg. And just enjoying having that is going to open a high yield savings account with the proceeds. and then just live off the interest. In the meantime, dedicating the rest of their life to uplifting flykind,
It's great. It's beautiful.
along with Cole the Mole and my 3 termites.
All right, Jude.
I think Jude spends the rest of the day at least with that one couple. Like, stays pretty stationary at the where the apple cider is, and is like coaxing. Like, it's very gentle the way he coaxes people into like talking. And obviously sometimes gets no's and it's fine, but it's his approach is more like trapping flies with honey than than with vinegar. So
There you go. Nice.
I love that.
Maggie.
Maggie, after failing to find Phil since he's decided to become a father, takes the children back to the takes his children back to the dough cart where she has collected the 2 elderly folk or middle-aged folk who were looking for cider, Doug, Nick, Tyler, and Fart.
What a
Who am I
crew.
missing?
Spencer.
Spencer's already there.
Oh, yeah.
And for good measure, the tourist family. And I said, you simply must try these funnel cakes. And as she's gathering everybody there, she surreptitiously passes the dime bag to Spencer and winks. And while they're all gathered there, and as they all take their very first bite of the funnel cake, she induces visions on all of them.
Nice.
What the
and-
fuck did you put in this funnel cake, dude?
And
I have
they
no
see
clue.
everything around them start stretching and distorting and stretching into one cell of a giant fly eye that just encompasses them and then engulfs them. And while she's doing that, while everybody's tripping balls, she has all the kids pick their pockets.
That's insane.
Oh, this is
Amazing.
great.
I love it. I love it. Oh man. Asher will at the end of the day will nod, knowing that while she may not have had a ton of new followers herself, her goal of making sure that others find their fortune did happen, and she was able to make sure that while it might not have been her directly, the cult was still able to grow. So
You can have an in-law unit at Bryn's place.
yes, there's gonna be pillows all over that floor.
Oh, yeah.
Incredible.
Nice. This is great.
Yeah.
Great job, everybody.
We
I
did
guess
it!
we did it. This was a great time. Do you want to say just like how many followers everybody got? I think I only had I think I have 4.
9.
7. 9.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
great.
Oh, which
Children
actually works
got
out
it.
because my fortune was telepathic, which was write down which player will have the most followers, and I said Maggie.
Nice.
Nice.
You win.
I win.
Mine,
Nice.
I will say mine was generous, which is help another PC obtain their fortune.
That was really great.
Which I will say, the foresight at the beginning, I did give you one of those children.
You did.
Yeah.
But that wasn't my fortune.
What was your fortune?
My fortune was to be the last person to speak in a scene to induce visions, which I did not get.
Oh no! That's fair.
Ooh.
Dang.
Mine was very difficult. It was balance. If everyone has the same number of followers, you win.
Oh,
Oh,
difficult.
yeah,
That
that's
one was
tough.
very difficult, especially without like a communal tracker. So I was like, fuck it. If at the end it works out, then great. If not, I have an egg.
Sorry, I
Yeah,
was
I mean,
collecting
you did get the
children.
egg. You
I did get the
collected
egg.
Yeah.
I collected eggs.
Yeah, mine was fill in the story prompts. But we didn't really focus on it for this game, but that's all right.
Yeah.
We had a good time. This was really great.
This was fun, yeah.
Thanks for
Dude,
sharing
Yeah.
your game with us.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
Everybody
great.
for playing. Like I said, it's currently out on BackerKit right now. It is funded, so it's coming. Like as soon as it ends at the end of this month, you get to play it for Halloween if you want to play it. But that's really fun. And then check out. Feel free to support the cafe. And Jem's legal fees. That's why we're all here playing tonight.
Yeah, donate
We're
money.
scumbags and Jem deserves better.
Donate money. Socials and plugs. Yeah, I'll start real quick. I'm Jordan from Goose Poop Games. I make games, goosepoopgames.com. You can find me on goosepoop207, and everywhere like that.
You just going in the same order?
I think
Yeah.
so.
Cool. Hi, friends. I have been Jen. I have been your absolutely unhinged scientist brain that just dove face first into that hole. Like, I love to shove my face into holes. Anyway, I can be found on the internet at Jenburb. I do performance. I was not at my best tonight because I'm not feeling well, but I appreciate y'all sticking with me and my shit posting. I do performance, production, project management, that thing with the boxes, overlay design. The thing with the boxes. I'm doing great tonight, guys. And yeah, I do a whole bunch of cool shit. And if you ever want cat pictures that I will send to you saying, do you want to see a picture of my pussy? Hit me up. And moving it over to Jude. Not Jude.
Yeah.
Monroe.
Hey, y'all. I am Monroe. I've been here playing our stoic man, Jude. In all this chaos, it's been great. Y'all can find me at mostly on Blue Sky at Monroe, where I am actually primarily a writer, sensitivity reader, and game designer myself, who you can occasionally see on a random AP here and there. And yeah, I'm currently have some games in the work. If you want to see any of my work, new or otherwise, check it out at monroe.itch.io.
Nice.
I have been Nikki. I don't exist on the internet except on Discord. So if you wanted to find me, see me in Goodberry Cafe, because that's where I'm living right now. So you should give them money and then come to the Discord and come hang out with me.
And I've been Clinstra, Courtney, all three of those work. You can find me across the interweb. Most often you can find me on Instagram, though. That's where I post a lot of what I do. I am an AP performer. I DM, GM sometimes, and I do illustration and graphic design work. So come hang out.